My testing, my testing, my testing. All right, guys. Um, yeah, I hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, because here actually show that I have some excellent connections, and normally I will be delayed about 10 to 20 seconds. So basically, whatever I type or whatever you type, so you should expect about I can only see the message is like 10 second or 20 second later. Yeah, tomorrow will still be chapter one because normally if want you to like expert in one chapter, depend unless the chapter is very easy, but normally I would take like one or two classes to finish one chapter. And your exam is end of this year or maybe we'll postpone to next year. So I think we have plenty of time, so no need to worry. Now it's only April. Yeah, is there anything want to ask me before I start the class today? Oh, first I want to ask you guys know where to find the YouTube community tab, right? YouTube community tab. Because I will share the notes over there. So yeah, you kind of need to know uh, how to go to the community tab. If you do not know where to find it, you can ask me. Basically, just go to my channel and then you will see some playlists over there and then you can go over there. I have an MF and O level in 1 week. Yeah, all the best to you, Phillips. Form 5 classes will be on Friday 9 to 10. Tomorrow will be Form 4 9 to 10 as well, it's not mistaken. Yeah, so like every Thursday, Friday, we will continue have to have class because Form 5 student, this year you have SPM, right? Definitely your SPM is covered from 4 and Form 5, isn't it? So therefore, I strongly encourage you to come for both classes, Form 4 and Form 5 one. Yeah, because for O level, I think they have two different exam. That they have May June exam and October November. Yeah, they even have February and March in India. Who here is KBSM student? Yeah, KBSM will be the last year, isn't it? I mean recent this year. I mean last exam. All right, so yeah, let's me tell you what you should expect from my masterclass. I think some KBSM student already joined my class, so then you should know what's going on here. So basically, like I will send the notes to all of you. So yeah, you have a note. Let's say this is function. Yeah, prepared by me. Yeah, my nickname is Matthew. Alright, so this is like all is my handwriting and my drawing. So I will just like explain about what is image, domain, subdomain, and give you some example. And then I will just like show you more example to make sure you understand all these basic thing. And then yeah, and then I will tell you the pattern of type of relations. Yeah, even though my drawing is a bit ugly, but it's not the point. It's not about uh, beautiful in math. As long as you can understand, then it should be fine. Yeah, so you can see the pattern of type relation, and then I will explain if one of the most important keywords in this topic, which is like map onto itself. KSM they teach f power of nx, yeah. Yeah, f power of nx is I don't think it have a specific formula for it, but I guess I understand what you're trying to say. It's something like find f power of 98, right? And then ask you to find what is f power of 98. Yeah, this one this one have the technique to find one, but it don't have any formula to find, so you kind of need to understand. The note can print. Yeah, I will send the note in the PDF format. Definitely you can print using your own printer. Yeah, this is the reason why I purposely designed the note in the white color background, because I prefer black color background. But then if when you print that time is a background is a black color, is kind of waste your ink. So I just like, okay, put all my notes in the white color background. So like, okay, once it's mapped onto Excel, then here I will just show you some example, map onto Excel, and then yeah, and then you can sub the da 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 da. This is some dialogue I want to say to you lah, something like that, because I want you to understand how to see the X, and then when I sub the 2K, that means all the X will change to 2K. I even will draw a cherries. So if I can sub the cherry into the X, and then all the X will become the cherry. Just to give you some idea like how we sub the whatever thing we want into it. Yeah, it can be anything. Okay, then after that I will just explain about what is FA equals to B. This is something I would say is quite easy if you are very good in algebra, but some students will always think like FK equals to 5 or F5 equals to KAs are the equal thing here. Then I kind of need to show you what's the difference between them, and then when you solve it, you will get both different answer here. So do you have any tips or prediction for O-level module? Yeah, because for Phillips, basically for O-level, right, they come out in every chapter. So I don't have any tips or prediction for it. By the way, this live is for SPM, so yeah, I will not answer further for any O-level question. If you want to ask, you can go to join my Discord group or my Facebook group. Yeah, I believe there is some other O-level student there. Then you can ask over there. Since we pay 40 and can join Form 4 also, will you finish all the Form 4 chapter by SPM? Yes, definitely. Yeah, when you pay 40 ringgit, you can join for Form 4 and Form 5. And I encourage you to join both, because it's one price only, right? It's just, it's Form 4 and Form 5. Both is only 40 ringgit. Yeah, and then I will finish everything before the SPM exam, because basically this masterclass is to prepare the Form 5 student for SPM exam. So definitely I will just make sure Form 4 and Form 5 syllabus will be done before the exam. Yeah, for Jay Xiang, yeah, thanks for joining the class. Yeah, I think more students will join soon as well. So when will you hold an IGCSE O-level MF class? I'm not sure, because in my channel I don't have a lot of IGCSE or O-level student. Yeah, maybe soon I will just do a survey to see do we have any IGCSE or O-level student want the masterclass. If yes, then maybe I can do the masterclass for IGCSE and O-level student as well. No worry. Yeah, so you don't need to worry, because every year I cover like too fast, fast until like I need to find more exercise and more practice for students, because I teach finish like way too fast already. So yeah, I tend to like teach slowly a little bit for this year. Yeah, because some students might think I teach quite fast. I definitely will do past year, no worry. If you go to check my masterclass last year, you definitely will see I will go through few years past year, like state paper for 2019, 2020. Yeah. The Discord link doesn't work. How possible? The Discord link should be working. But I can reshare the Discord link here. I'm not sure why your Discord link doesn't work, because we have quite a lot of students inside the Discord as well. Yeah, for Jing, what's the difference between quadratic inequality and quadratic function? Quadratic function is the equation. Inequality must have the sign like bigger or less than. I always mix up and confuse with both when they say the value of x. Because for inequality, you have this kind of sign, right? Less than, bigger. But for quadratic function, it's always equal. So when you see the sign equal, it means it's only function. If you see any of this sign, it means it's inequality. Alright, so yeah, I already sent the Discord links at the chat over there. You should be able to see in 20 seconds. Can we contact you if we have if you have any question, you can post at Discord or Facebook group. And if you join my Telegram, the study with Matthew, you can just send over there. Yeah, and try not to PM me personally, because you can imagine right now my YouTube channel I have about 100,000 subscribers. Is each of the student ask me like one question, I kind of like take forever for me to answer all of them. So of course, if you join the Telegram group, I will try my best to answer you, but I'll always encourage the student to try first, because like last year or last 2 years, I have quite a lot of students. They're like, okay, they just take a photo of one of the page, like 20 question, and then they ask, sir, help me to do this page. Then they ask me to solve the 20 question for the student. But normally I won't do like this one. So I will just ask the student to pick one or two you think you cannot do or is most difficult for you. Then I will try to answer that specific question. I'm not going to help you to solve 10 question or 20 question, because yeah, my time is very limited. I hope you can understand. Teacher, how long will you spend for chapter 1? Normally, I think it's about 2 to 3 class. Because functions are quite a lot of marks, so I will just want to make sure you will get the mark for it. Maybe 2 classes, I think 2 to 3 classes. It's very dependent. If you don't count today classes. Can I know the time for the master class? Yeah, basically for Form 4 is every Thursday 9 to 10, and Form 5 every Friday 9 to 10. Yeah, the time maybe will adjust. But right now I just set to that time now. I don't want to adjust the time, because yeah, it's easier for the current student. I watched most of your video in math and MS. Your explanation is very good, sir. Yeah, thank you so much. So what is the difference between SPM and O-level MF? They are not the same, but I would say about MF knowledge is about 50 to 60% is the same. You still have the calculus like differentiation, integration, and all that. Quadratic you also have. Yeah, so you can still check out my video. Where you will put your notes. Normally I will upload the notes to my Google Drive, and then I will share the Google Drive links to the community tab. But the tab I will set the privacy setting for member only. So basically only the member can see the link. If you are not the member, you are not able to see the link. So this is the difference. So yeah, so let me just continue here. Yeah, so basically you have some notes like this lah. What's his undefined problem? Because I'm not sure the undefined problem why he put in the function topic, but then yeah, this is what you have, and then you kind of need to understand the diagram, because the diagram you kind of need to know like what is when A to B is F, and go the other way is F inverse. When you have F and G, this is not FG, it will be GF, you have the diagram. May I know the Telegram groups names? You can go to my masterclass introduction video. It's at my YouTube channel. I share the links at the description below. Yeah, you can go and check it out. Yeah, and then you need to know about modulus and the graph. So and then I think for KSSM they emphasize a lot at the domain and range. So yeah, definitely in my masterclass I will teach you a lot about how to find the domain and range here. So and yeah, this is a modulus graph. You kind of need to know when you have the modulus what your graph will look like. So, and then I will just put some past year question to make sure you understand it. And then here is just some other diagram you will see in function topic. And then I will teach about the composite function. And then for the composite function, you have some GF, FG, GG, FF, and G inverse, and so on. And then after that, you have inverse function. There's some step like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how to find the inverse function. And then after that, yeah, this is sort of the most frequent asked question, which is they will give you FG and then they ask you to find GX, or sometimes they give you FG, they ask you to find FX. So you can see sometimes they want to find the term at the back, but sometimes they want to find the term at the front here. Then here I will show you some step and working on how to find it. Why it suddenly jump to that? So okay, for this year, I actually cancel the Form 4 20 ringgit. Basically, if you want to join Form 4, it's also 40 ringgit. Or you want to join both Form 4 and Form 5, it's also 40 ringgit. Is this a weekly class or monthly class? It's a weekly class. Every Thursday and Friday, you will have the class for Form 4 and Form 5. It's a weekly class. Alright, and then here I actually insert some exercise. And then yeah, this is a KSSM exercise because I kind of need more exercise, and right now in the market you cannot find a lot of KSSM, so I will like always also insert some KBSM exercise because like what I say is about 80% of the content is the same, because KSSM they just change a little bit. So I think definitely I can use back the KBSM exercise. So yeah, here we have some past year questions. So you can see you have this sign, basically mean they modified from the past year questions. So by the way, the Telegram group is for SPM students. So I think for what lead mister, you are not SPM student, right? You join the group, I don't think it will benefit a lot. Yeah, the textbook has a lot of K-bar questions. Yeah, you have a lot of K-bar questions. Yeah, you can just send to me. I love to collect more K-bar questions. And then yeah, definitely we can discuss the K-bar question in the masterclass. There's no problem. So yeah, and definitely in the masterclass I will teach you like how to solve all these questions. Like okay, so like since we have plenty of time here, so I will just show some example. Let's say we want to do question 12 right now. Let's say we want to do the question 12 right now. They tell us what? They say something like mx will equal to this one, and then they ask you to find the value of h, and they give you 2 marks. Then you just need to know this one is the x value, and this one is the mx value. Okay, the bracket here is unnecessary. So this one is the x value, this one is the mx value. So what is the difference for it? So if this one is the mx value, right, basically you sub the 7 into the whole mx here. So it's 7, and then the arrow, you just change it into equal. And then this is the x value, so x will become 2 minus h over h. So we just solve this one, you will get 7h equals to 2 minus h, right? Then 8h equals to 2, h equals to 2 over 8, then h equals to 1 over 4. Then you can, like this, you can just like easily get the 2 mark by just understanding like, oh, this one is basically, it means it's the mx value. Like same idea, like let me find something different a little bit, because sometimes you need to understand the diagram, but sometimes you don't need. Let's say like question 31. If I want to solve the question 31 and I'm so lazy to find the because right now we have some f inverse, right? So if you want to find the fx, what you can do is you need to know like fx from the f inverse, which is inverse function. You have 2x minus 5. You want to find fx, right? You just inverse again. So basically you will just do the inverse function again, and then you will you can easily find your fx. So normally I will just do I will let f inverse equals to y, then x equals to fy, because you just need to understand like when I throw the inverse function to the other side, it will become fx. If I throw the f to the other side, I will get back f inverse. So by doing this logic, if I can make x the subject, I can find f inverse y. Okay, this is the logic of it. So therefore I will start from this equation. So my f inverse is y, isn't it? So I sub y into here. Since I said f inverse is y, right? So y equals to 2x minus 5. So right now I want to find x, because if I can find x, I can find f inverse. So therefore y plus 5 equals to 2x. So x equals to y plus 5 over 2. This is x, right? I say what is my x? You see here, my x is basically is the f inverse. So therefore fy, not f inverse. Fy equals to y plus 5 over 2. But the question asks about fx, right? So therefore, fx is equals to x plus 5 over 2. Like this, I find the fx from the f inverse. So basically, over here, you just need to understand like if you want to get the inverse function, right? You want to get a function from the inverse function, you just inverse it one more time. Yeah, so yeah. And then what's the difference between 20 and 40? So for this year, I changed the name of 20 for only support this channel. If you want to support this channel, you can go for 20. And because of my previous year setting, so your 20 ringgit, right, you still can watch some of the member only content for Form 4. Because that one I preset for last year and I cannot simply change it. So right now, if you subscribe to 20 ringgit, definitely you want to support my channel, and then you can still access some of the member only content, but not all. Because for some member only content is for Form 5 student, you cannot access. You can only access the Form 4 for last year. I think you can't watch the Form 4 content for this year, because this year I changed already. Form 4, Form 5, all is 40 ringgit. Alright, so I hope I make it clear. I'm the candidate for 2020. Just support, sir. Yeah, I remember you for Ho Guan. Alright, so yeah, this is how I will just like go through as many questions as possible together with you. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of other questions here, then we will just go through like one by one. And then we also have some long question like this one. I believe is what the student asked, like how to find when you have something like f power 13 or g power of 19. Yeah, so I will just teach you how to find it. Then yeah, this one I think is from the Offered Fajar, is not mistaken. Yeah, but then I find them this year, because I actually want to support Offered for this year, but then they tell me this year they doesn't come out any books, so maybe next year only can buy their book. So therefore I cannot find the KSSM version of them, so I actually got the old version, because this year I can only find from Pelangi and Sasbadi. This is two brands actually I love a lot. Yeah, so yeah, this is how we will do it. Yeah, because sometimes like this, I think this one is actually quite challenging for F13. But anyways, yeah, when we have time, we will actually like go through all these questions together. Yeah, we have some inverse function, and then we have some SPM target, Yeah, so basically you can see, yeah, we will go through the questions, no matter it's easy or hard ones, because I'm not all the questions I can solve, but I can try to solve together with you most of the question. So far, I can say about 90% of the questions, there's no problem for me. Yeah, but sometimes I will still have some surprise, which is I will face the question I cannot solve at all. Then over here, I also prepare some new edits. This one is some things like new edit basically is the difference between KBSM and KSSM. Yeah, so first thing is like what I say, they add a lot of new thing is about domain and range. This is one of the example. I think if you are from, I'm not sure have you learned about trigonometry function, but as a student, I think at least you should know the pattern of the sign graph. If the question say, when the domain is 0 to pi, okay, this is in radian, this is in radian, and they ask you about what is the range. So you kind of need to know like what is the range here. So yeah, let me draw out the sign graph for you. This is a sign graph. Will look like this. All right, this is of course, you will keep on continue. So, but this is 0. This one will be pi. This is 2 pi. But the question already said like domain is from 0 to pi, isn't it? So they only want to stop at here. So this is what your domain want. And they ask you about what is range. Then you kind of need to know where is the range, because you should know for sine x, the maximum value here is 1. So this one will be your range here. So you can see I only need to focus on this part only. So my graph when my domain is 0 to pi, you can see my range here is what? 0 to 1, isn't it? Because the maximum here is 1. Then we say, oh, my range. Normally we use depend. In this case, I will say y is between 0 and 1. Okay, so yeah, we doesn't have the -1 because unless it's up to 2 pi. If today I change my domains from 0 to 2 pi, then we need to add the -1 here. Then my range will change from -1 to 1. Then right now my range will change from -1. This is y, isn't it? Depend. If today they say this is fx, then I will just write f here to 1. Alright. If today I will change the equation again, I say 3 sine x. Then this is maximum will be 3. Minimum will be -3. Then the range will change from -3 to 3. You get the idea? So yeah, this one you kind of need to understand about the range and domain. And then for what Spinala? So how are you? Yeah, I see your calculator symbol. I think you already joined my member for quite some time, isn't it? Yeah, thanks for still joining. Teacher, about the payment, is it only asking for credit card for my parent? Only use debit? How, sir? Basically, as what I know, YouTube actually can accept debit and also the credit. It's not mistaken, both also can, as long as it have the Visa or Master function. Yeah, you can try. If your credit card or debit card it doesn't work, what you can do is you can go to Shopee or Speedmart or Lazada or 7-Eleven to buy something they call Google gift card to top up your YouTube account. Let's say you buy about 50 ringgit because each month is 40 ringgit, right? You just buy a 50 ringgit one and you top up 50 ringgit credit into your YouTube account, and then use that credit to actually join the class can also. Just in case this method can be useful for whoever don't have any debit or credit card. Yeah, but using the credit card will be easier every month so that you no need to keep buying like every month to top up. But it's very depend on you, like how you want to make the payment. Okay, so here at least you need to understand like what is the logic of range of domain. So let's say today, I have something like this. This is 2 to 5, and then this is 0 to 10. Example. So domain, when we say domain, basically we focus on the x as it. So this one is what we call domain. Just horizontal one, the x. And then when we say range, we focus on y. You might think, sir, can I draw my range like this? I will say no, because why? The graph for y, it doesn't start from 0. You see carefully, the line actually start at 2, right, for y. For y value is actually start at 2, isn't it? So my range here cannot like at 0 here, must from 2 all the way to 5 only. So this is the difference. But then my domain is for x, right? My x is from 0 to 10. So this is different. So I can write my domain. And domain, normally we will just use the x to represent. Unless today we have some weird graph, but normally it's x, okay? And then we will use the inequality sign with the equal because y is actually touched at 0 and touched at 10, isn't it? So it's from 0 to 10. So when we want to write the range here, then it's different. Range, we never use x anymore for range. So normally if you want to find a range, very depend whether here they use y or they use y equals to fx. Let's say y is equals to fx, then I can use y or I can use fx or fx. It doesn't matter, or sometimes we use f. Then here I will just write my range here. My range is what? It's from 0 to 5, right? You can see from your eyes here. It's from 0, not 0 to 5. What am I talking about? I mean 2 to 5. Yeah, this is all, or this one, or this one, or this one. So like you have 3 of it, you can use either one of it. But if today I don't have y, I only have fx, then I cannot use the first one. Let's say they say fx equals to some equation, then my range I only use f or fx. Okay, you get the idea? Can you understand what is domain or range or not? Because this is something like I would say is very important for this year's student, or for SPM student for KSSM, you must understand what is domain and range, because definitely this is the simple example. I mean, I believe you will see a lot harder example. And then, yeah, this is something quite new to you is, yeah, they will ask you to sketch the inverse function. They will give you an f equation, and then they will give you a g equation. They ask you to sketch the inverse function. So how to sketch the inverse function? First thing is you must remember they always reflects at y equals to x. This line is fixed already one. You do not have any other line. So they will always reflect at the line y equals to x. So you will just draw a y equals to x. Okay, this line is y equals to x. How to know where is the y equals to x? I would say y equals to x is basically they will reflect. They will be like, it's a sort of like the diagonal of x-axis and y-axis. So let's say this is x-axis and y-axis. Like this line actually will cut like something like 45 degrees. Okay, if you don't like about this explanation, y equals to x is the line we're passing by the coordinate like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8, 8, and 9, 9. So yeah, so you need to know where is the line y equals to x. Alright, so and then you need to draw the reflection. You learned about transformation before in either form 4 or form 3. You should know this one. Reflection means what? You kind of need to draw a mirror effects, something like this. Alright, this one will be my f inverse and start at 2 here. So you just imagine y equals to x is the mirror, and then yeah, this is how you actually sketch about inverse function. What is the difference between codomain and range? Okay, that one is totally different topic, because codomain and domain is two different things. Domain and range is another two different things. Yeah, it's kind of confused. Okay, the domain and range I say here is sort of domain. I would say is a range for x value. The range I use here is basically is a range for y value. Okay, and the domain and codomain, you ask any value inside the first bracket. Let's say this is x, and then we have some function to fx here. Then whatever value inside here we call domain, and whatever value inside this image we call codomain. Yeah, so this one is different, and some point actually link here. This value we call it range. Okay, so it's very different, the domain and codomain and range, when it's inside the diagram or they give you a graph. Because when they give you a graph, they want to find a range and domain is, they ask about range for x and range for y. But then if they give you some circle diagram, or sometimes they will give you some line diagram, then this one is another different thing. So you just don't confuse yourself. Yeah, I hope I answer your question for tip you. Alright, so okay, then here I actually put another example. Let's say we have something like this, and then the question asks you to sketch the inverse function. Like what I say, they will always reflect at this line, y equals to x. And then I kind of need to draw the mirror effect. So you just imagine this point. Where is the reflection of this point? Will be here, isn't it? And then for this point, let's say 0, 2, it will go to 2, 0, right? And then because y will equal to x, so inverse function, they will intersect at this line as well. So your line will look like this. Oops. I might draw nicely a little bit. So the line will look like this. Okay. So this one will be your G inverse. You get the idea? This is how I actually draw out my inverse function. Yeah, definitely we will practice more on how to sketch inverse function in the future class. Yeah, no worry about that. So here I just give you some idea like how to actually sketch the inverse function. And yeah, this is one of the question I found at the Pelangi textbook, and actually this is one of the past year question for IGCSE MF exam. Yeah, why do I know that? Because I am the IGCSE teacher as well. So therefore I definitely see this question before. So okay, so the pattern is like this question, right? I think it's quite interesting and useful. This is the reason why I actually put over here. They give you like four different diagram. I call it diagram 1, 2, 3, 4. And then yeah, diagram 1 you can see it's a quadratic equation because you see a U shape. So this is what we call quadratic. And then this one is y square equation. Okay, this equation, I'm not sure what is the scientific name is called, but I know this is y square equals to something. Okay, I call this one as a y square equation. This one is a square root equation. It's not mistaken, it's something like square root of x squared plus some number lah. So something like y equals to square root of x squared plus 25 or something like that lah. Alright, so this is I will say it's a square root equation. Alright, and then this one is a cubic equation. Alright, this is a square root equation. Alright, so we have four different type of the graph here. You do another topic or only function. What do you mean? Yeah, for DJ I don't really get your questions. Alright, so alright, this one I will say is a y square. How to join? What do I get? What do I get? Or okay, if you join already, like oh yeah, thanks for Vanessa for joining. Yeah, if you join already, like every Thursday and Friday 9 to 10 you can join my masterclass. We can discuss together. You have a question, you can ask me, and then you can rewatch all the member only content in my channel. Yeah, if you go to my homepage, you scroll down, yeah, you should be able to see the member only video. After you join already, you should be able to access to all this video. Yeah, some video is the I discussed on some state paper last year. I discussed quite a lot. Yeah, you can rewatch them. What exam board is this? This one is SPM exam. It's the secondary school exam for Malaysia. So I want to be data scientist, for which I need to learn about linear algebra, statistics, calculus, probability. How many days will it take to study all this? It's very hard to say because as what I know, data scientists, you need to know about all this linear algebra and statistics until like very deep. I guess it's like you kind of need to spare yourself like 1 month for each topic. So you ask me how many days, it's very hard for me to tell you that. This one for ID, right? This one is for SPM. Right now, I only do SPM masterclass. Maybe I will consider to do about IG masterclass since quite a lot of IG student and all level student come to approach me. But right now it's for SPM class. Alright, so yeah. So yeah, if you're IG student, then it's not so suitable for you for right now. Yeah, unless I will do about IG in the future. Yeah, definitely I will give the notes every before the class start. Like yeah, because this class is a trial class, so I doesn't share the note link come out. But let's say tomorrow we will do about function in detail. So definitely I will share this function notes to all my member. Yeah, all my masterclass students. So yeah, you will have the notes. Alright, let's come back to this one. Alright, then you kind of need to tick. Okay, so first is they ask about not a function. Which one is not a function here? So yeah, what is this class and channel about? Yeah, this class is about their Malaysia secondary school exam. This channel is about math. Yeah, maybe I will mix together with O-level, MF and IG MF together. Yeah, this one is for monthly payment. Each month is about 40 ringgit. You can go to my YouTube channel, click on the join button. You should be able to see that. I'm from USA. No, I'm from Malaysia. Alright, so okay, not a function. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one is not a function? Yeah, I guess a lot of SPM students right now, right? Let's answer this one. Which one is not a function? Yeah, this class is for their secondary school exam. In USA, it's same with the SAT exam. So I want to be the actuarial. So you think it's hard to be not really. I have quite a lot of actuarial science friends. They are actuarial right now. So I think yeah, it's not hard. Alright, so which one is not a function? Okay, when we say not a function, it must fulfill some condition. First, the type of relation must be many one to many or many to many. Okay, but what is this? One to many and many to many. Okay, when we say one to many, this is exactly what we say is y square. When you see the y is 2 or more than 2, it's called one to many. One is because y, the other side is only x power 1. When many to many, basically x is power bigger than 1 and y is power bigger than 1. Let's say 5. Alright, this one is called many to many. Or sometimes you can see something like y squared equals to x squared. Alright, then the graph actually will look like a circle. This one is called many to many. So definitely, the second one is not a function. Yeah, I see some students answer 1 and 2 just now. Okay, 1 is a quadratic. Quadratic is what? Quadratic is many to 1. Many to 1 is a function. Okay, so therefore, I cannot include 1 here because many to 1 quadratic is a function. Okay, right now they ask about 1 to 1 function. Okay, 1 to 1 function, which one will be 1 to 1 function here? What your thought about math in artificial intelligence? Yeah, I'm not sure about the AI here, but then I believe you can Google it. Yeah, or you can check out the Coursera. The Coursera, they have a lot of AI courses there, and then they have a lot of professors over there. I definitely think they can help you. Okay, so 1 to 1 function is very easy. It should be third and fourth, right? So it should be third and fourth. But how to know that one is a 1 to 1 function? One of the testing I always do is, let's say we have the graph like this. Okay, you randomly draw any horizontal line. You will realize you only can touch one point only. And then you can try to draw as many vertical lines as possible. You also touch one point only on your graph. Okay, then we call 1 to 1. Example, let's say today I have an exponent graph, EX graph. You draw any vertical line, you only can touch one point. And you draw any horizontal line, you can also touch one point only. Then this one is what we call 1 to 1. Okay, so therefore, the third one is 1 to 1. And the fourth one, you can try to draw horizontal line, you only touch one point on the graph, isn't it? You draw any vertical line, you also touch one point only on the graph. So then we call is 1 to 1. Okay? Then, so are you full-time YouTuber or you have any part-time job? I do take a little bit private tuition, but then right now, from last year, I actually consider full-time YouTuber because I teach online most of the time. Yeah, but I do teach some private class, but then my private class I charge like super expensive. I'm 12 years old. Isn't a formula for a straight line? Yes, y equals to mx+c is a formula for a straight line. You are right. Alright, so okay, right now they want a function which is its own function which is its own inverse. So this one is kind of the keyboard if you do not understand what is going on here. Okay, like what I tell you just now, if you do about inverse function, right? You do the inverse function, it will do the reflection, right? So you can see here, for this one, if let's say both also 2 and 2, right? If I do the inverse function at y equals to x, this point, 0, 2, it will reflect back at 2, 0, right? And then 2, 0, it will reflect to 0, 2, right? So this graph, the inverse function will look exactly the same with the function itself. So therefore, the answer will be 3. And I kind of want to explain further since we have some time here. Let's say this equation is a circle. Circle is what? X squared plus y squared. Let's say the radius is 5 lah. Okay, then it equals to 5 square. Alright, and then because we want to make it become this one is the equation for circle. You will not learn about this equation at SPM, so no need to worry. Just like listen to something strength here. But because I want to make it into the function, I cannot have y squared. Then I will just make this one like 25 minus x squared, and then I move the square to the other side, square root. Okay, when I do like this, right, the whole circle is only become half of it. Depend the square root is positive or negative. If square root is positive, then I will get this half. If this square root is negative in front, then I will get the half below the x-axis. Okay, but then you don't need to know until so detailed, so I will just assume it's positive, so you have something like this. Okay, then this one will become quadratic. Okay, then here we touch at 5, 5, and 5 here. Since the radius is 5, not hard to understand, right? Okay, but then what I want to say here is, when I say inverse, when I say it has its own inverse means what? If let's say I call the y is fx, right? Later, when I do the f inverse x, I will get back the exactly same equation. Yeah, this is what you kind of need to understand. What's the meaning have its own inverse? But you might argue with me, sir, how does it possible? Yeah, so here we kind of need to see, is it possible? Let's see. So let's say I let y equals to fx. So then, what am I doing? Fx equals to y. Then x will equals to f inverse y, isn't it? This is how you do the inverse function, right? Then then this one is y, right? Y equals to square root of 25 minus x squared. Then, yeah, I want to make x as a subject. Then I will get y squared equals to 25 minus x squared. Then x squared will equals to 25 minus y squared. Then x will equals to square root of 25 minus y squared. What is x? X will be f inverse, right? Then f inverse y will equals to square root 25 minus y squared. Then f inverse x, I will get back square root 25 minus x squared. You realize they have the same equation, isn't it? So this one is what that means, like the function which have its own inverse. So basically the fx and f inverse both will get back the same equation. So many to many, does it mean that if you draw one line, it will cross more than one point? Yes. You can think like this. Many to many is that when you draw one line, you will cross more than one point. So the very good example to explain that is a circle, right? When you draw one line, you touch 2 points. When you draw the vertical line, you also touch more than 1 point. This is what we say many to many. Do you mind preparing a cheat sheet with all this formula, with all the formula? I don't mind, but I kind of need to take some time to prepare about some formula list because most of the formula is given. Teacher, are you teaching advanced math? What do you mean advanced math? You mean the further math? Or you mean the A-level math? MF function, right? So how do we know when to use the vertical line to test, when to use the horizontal line to test? Okay, normally is if that one is the function, we only use the horizontal line to test. Vertical line only to test when it is not a function. We want to know, is it many to many? But right now, what I want you to know is you only use a horizontal line to test if it's a function. But you can see if this one y squared is not a function, right? This is the only way we use the vertical to test. But normally we don't use vertical line to test. We only use the horizontal to test when it is function. Right now I don't really have a lot of A-level video, but like A-level and STPM, a lot of students keep asking me to make the content. Definitely I will spend some time to make the content for A-level. KSSM, no differentiation integration formula given in the exam. That is fine because those formula actually is quite easy to memorize. So yeah, you don't need to worry. But I haven't seen the KSSM formula yet. So yeah. Okay, lastly, they say about a function which does not have an inverse. Okay, this one is interesting. Okay, when the function want to have an inverse, right? Inverse must obey the type of relation is only one to one. Okay, so therefore, for 3 and 4 is 1 to 1. So definitely for 3 and 4 will have its inverse because it's a 1 to 1 function. So right now, there is a function which does not have which does not have its inverse. So the answer will be the first one, quadratic. Because quadratic itself is many to one. It is not 1 to 1, but many to 1 and 1 to 1 both are considered as a function. Remember, many to 1 and 1 to 1 both are the function, but when you want to have inverse, it can be only 1 to 1. Okay, many to 1 cannot be a function, but when you go to the k-bar, quadratic also can have inverse function by limiting its domain. Okay, I will not like go into too details about that part yet for this tri-class, but yes, it is still possible for quadratic to have the inverse function by limiting the domain. Alright, so yep, this is everything I want to share with you for this trial class. Yeah, for the masterclass tomorrow, definitely I will use back this note, and I will modify a little bit on this note as well. Yeah, because this note I used last year, this year maybe I want to add a little bit for this note here. So yeah, UEC Senior 3. UEC is quite hard, it's not mistaken. Yeah, because a lot of UEC students approach me. Yeah, so I don't think I will teach UEC anytime soon. But definitely I think my A-level or STPM content will benefit UEC students because it's about the same level. Do you think the 2021 SPM scoring will be easier since we were first year for KSSM? To be honest, I don't think so, because even like the SPM exam just passed, I thought they will make the SPM exam very easy because like this year, like last year, everyone know it's a pandemic year, which is COVID-19. Yeah, so a lot of MF students they can only learn online. So yeah, they don't do well for the MF, I guess. So I just told my student like I think the SPM exam should be easier because they should pity like last year student, right? Because you like whole year you spend the whole year for the COVID-19. So I assume they will make the exam paper very easy. But a lot of students tell me the paper one is terrible hard. So yeah, I think yeah, they just love to keep the standard. So yeah. Any other thing you want to ask me? Yeah, before I end this class. Do you mind preparing a cheat sheet with all the formula? Yeah, I thought I answered you just now. Yeah, I don't mind, but then I might need some time to do that. Yeah, most likely I can just modify from the formula list because you already have most of the formula. I will just add some formula is not in the formula list to you so that you can have all the formula. And this year actually I'm preparing my own what to say a fresh card. Yeah, because I want to create some fresh card which is very benefit from MF student. I hope I can done the fresh card before the SPM exam. Yeah, and then the fresh card is kind of like cheat sheet lah. So you have some formula on it, and I will explain how to use each of the card, and then how to use it for your exam paper and so on. This is something extra. Yeah, when I done that time, I definitely will make a promotion video for it. My question is out of topic, but remember to do Q&A, sir. Yeah, definitely. I got my silver plate already. Yeah, so I will do a Q&A for it. Thanks for reminding me. So can we send you a question when we do not know how to answer it? Yes, you can definitely send to the Telegram. Yeah. Or you can send to Discord or the Facebook group. But don't send personally PM to me lah. Alright, you send to the group and then I will try my best to answer it. Can you start IGCSE full syllabus within 1 year for math and pure math for Excel? I'm not sure because we don't have a lot of Excel student in my channel yet. Would you like to teach higher level math? Not so soon because like for A level math I can only do pure math 1, 2, 3 and statistic 1 I can do some of it. Mechanic 1 I kind of forgot already. Chapter 2 for MF IGCSE. Yeah, definitely IGCSE have function as well. Can you send the TTN schedule here? I don't have the exact schedule, so yeah. But normally I will announce like I will tell the student what is the next classes we will discuss, and I will follow like the SPM chapter. Like after function we'll go to chapter 2, chapter 3 and chapter 4. So we just follow that lah. So I don't have the exact schedule like how long it take because basically I want to customize to all to my current student, like see how fast you can understand, because some class student might ask more question, then the class will be slower a little bit. How do we join the Telegram or Discord group? Yeah, I actually share the Discord link at this chat group here. Yeah, you can go to join it. If you want to join my masterclass, you can go to join the Telegram. You go to check out my masterclass video at my YouTube channel. Yeah, I share the Telegram group over there. So I'm not your student, but I can send some question to you when I struggle. You can try to send to the Discord. Yeah, the Elvin actually share the Telegram links also. Yeah, Elvin, can you help me to share the Discord link to the student? Yeah, you can share to the Discord, because to Discord there actually I have the specific channel for Singapore math. The Elvin helped me to create one, and I have A-level math over the Discord there also, so you guys can discuss over there, because I believe we have quite a lot of A-level students there. Not a lot lah, I think quite a few students there. So yep, is there anything else you want to ask me before I end the live streaming for today? Yeah, for those my masterclass students, remember tomorrow 9 p.m. we will discuss about Form 4 chapter 1 function. So can you explain like what is domain and range? Yeah, the domain basically is the range for x, range will be the range for y value. Yeah, you can go check out my YouTube video. Actually, I have a specific video for domain and range for IGCSE function. So yeah, you can go to my YouTube channel and search that video out. Is the formula cheat sheet available to download? I don't think so, because I haven't graded the thing yet out. Yeah, I haven't graded the so-called the cheat sheet yet. So well, when I grade already, I think I will share to my masterclass student first, and then when near to exam, maybe I can share to publics. Alright, so yep, I guess that's all for today class. So yeah, actually today not really a class lah. I just want to explain to you what's going on for my masterclass. Whoever want to join the masterclass, yeah, you feel free to click the join button at my YouTube channel. And even you don't want to join, my channel still have like about 600 video is free for all the students to watch. You can watch the video for free. Yeah, I still love you as usual. So I will see you guys around at my YouTube channel. I hope this year I can make more video for you. So yeah, that's all for today class. See you guys around at my exam. What am I doing? I'm starting to read in the exam. Yeah, see you guys around at my YouTube channel. Bye bye.